2. Who can read the aim? 1, 2. And go ahead. Daniel, can you read that far? And it's numerical. It's a fancy math term. It just means problems with numbers in them. Sorry. 2. Evaluate. Evaluate is another fancy word. It just means solve the problem. Numerical expressions is a math problem with numbers. Yeah. Do I freeze? Like with your air? It's called, yeah, you guys, I told you this yesterday, the day before, but right before recess, I always crank down the AC just so it's not like kind of hot and stuffy in here. And I know it's super cold. Sometimes I forget to, so just remind me if you're freezing. I'll turn it off, okay? It should be going off soon. Your 2 key players today are numerical expressions, numerical expressions, numerical expressions. These are math problems with 1 or more numbers. You might be wondering in the past 2 days, like, Mr. McAtee, why do we use words like integers instead of just whole number? I'm feeding you like the math-y version of it, because as you go into algebra, geometry, pre-calc in high school, you're going to see those terms come up. And if you're not aware of it and you just go to like the simplified version, you might be a little confused, even though you know the problem. Here's a numerical expression. An example is that. Ta-da! You have been working with numerical expressions all the last 2 weeks. Here's another one. There's another one. A little trickier. Here's another one that's even more advanced. -2 squared plus 3 divided by 7. You'll notice I started super easy, and like that's a little harder, and now that one's like, oh my goodness, my brain hurts. We're gonna work our way up to this towards the end of today. Okay, this is our aim. This is pretty easy. We won't spend a lot of time here. Daniel. Ooh, awesome. What is it? Close. I'm not gonna actually get the answer, but it's not 49. It is. Oh, I did something wrong. This was supposed to be in parentheses. I wanted the answer to be 1. This is 1. This answer is the number 1. Yeah. Don't get confused, guys. I'm gonna pause you. Order of operations is how we're gonna solve it. So I have a little kind of silly story that I just made up, or I didn't make up, but I got a note from our friend Sam the Caveman, and it's a set of rules used to find the value of numerical expressions. So I was trying to teach this 4 years ago again, like a week after I had just done the same good, different, bad. And I get this note that just like flies in through the door. And I'm trying to explain how to do that last one. And I'm like, oh, you do the like groups first, and then you do like the exponents, and then you like multiply and divide, and then you add and subtract. And I'm like, I like getting blank looks. And this note just flies in, and I unroll the scroll. And it just says, Gemdas, Gemdas. And there's this cool pyramid with Sam the Caveman on top of the pyramid. It is his pyramid, and he has called it the Gemdas pyramid. And here's what it looks like. You're going to write it. If you want to, you can draw a little stick figure, Sam. And this is how Sam invented how to do this really complex problem. There he is. Beard. You guys are used to PEMDAS. I'm going to give you a reason behind why I don't use P. So this is going to be a G. And when you have a problem that looks like this and it's super complex, not just 2 plus 4, you are going to first try to simplify any groups. You're going to do any grouping. What was the P standing for? Yeah, we're not going to do parentheses anymore because in 7th and 8th grade, you guys don't have just these simple parentheses. You have these weird group things that you have to simplify. The next are going to be E. That is your exponents, just like you practiced yesterday and Wednesday. E is your exponent. Then we have the M and the D. They're on the same line of the pyramid when Sam made this pyramid. I wonder why. Keep in the back of your head why that might be. And what does that stand for? Yeah, you guys know it, Colin. Not Colin. Not Trevor. Not Logan. Yeah. What is it?
Multiplying.
Okay. And we'll see why they're on the same level of the pyramid. Notice both are squished together. And the very bottom, the base of this thing, the last thing you do is what, Chad? Yeah. Gem, das. Add and subtract. So thanks to Sam the Caveman, we now have this kind of pyramid type thing that we can focus on. He time traveled over to the Egyptians, then he went back to the ancient times of, what's that called? Prehistoric times? Yeah, okay. So I want you to think about this and the order of these things. What are some like random things that are important for you to have in order, not math related, just like in your life? What are some things that you order and that you pay attention to and how it's like ordered up? Maybe how you like eat your food, maybe how you go to bed, maybe how you prepare for school. Liliana. The morning. So you wake up and you probably like hopefully get dressed. And then you probably hopefully like have something to eat. Then you probably like get your backpack and then you like put on shoes. If you like got up and put your shoes on and didn't get dressed, it would like be a mess. You would like walk into school and be like, oh no, I have pajamas on. Maybe if it's pajama day, you'd be lucky. Or if you just got up and you got dressed, but you didn't eat and you just put on shoes and you're like, oh man, I'm hungry. Maybe some of you do that and you realize that's probably a bad idea because it doesn't really help me. Yeah.
What if you get dressed, put on your shoes, eat, and then wake up? Wait, what?
You would be sleepwalking. And you're probably going to be confused. Yeah, so put some silly example. You can also put like ordering food might be one. I'm thinking of like you go and you're walking into, what's your favorite restaurant around here? We like
McDonald's.
My kid likes McDonald's, but I'd rather go to like Burger and Cream, the one by Ray's.
Oh yeah, I had that last night.
So if I walked into Burgers and Cream and I go up and they give me the food and I take the food and then I walk out and start eating it and I walk out of the door, I would probably get like maybe the cops called on me because I forgot to pay for the food. I'm like, well, I'm gonna come back later. Like it doesn't really matter the order. So that's one other option. Put on the line some options. So getting ready for the morning, or ordering food, getting ready for the day. You could put ordering. There's a whole bunch of stuff that gets ordered in your life that's you don't even think about it, but the order matters. And just like that, in math, the order matters. You have to follow GEMDAS. It is the rule. So let's look at this. We're starting out kind of easy. 12 minus 2 times 4. Write that up here. For today and the rest of next week, I'm going to have you just look back at the GEMDAS pyramid. Sometimes GEMDAS won't happen a lot. Like I don't have grouping. Sometimes I don't have exponents. That's okay. Do I have any grouping in this one? There's no parentheses. There's no like division bar. No. So I can just move on. Are there any exponents? No. I'm moving on. Is there multiplication or division? Yeah, where? Chad. Okay, let's do that one first. We're going to draw the connection and put 8s. Then you are going to bring out the negative. Bring down the 12. Sorry, the minus sign. Yeah.
Okay.
You could have also thought that, like some of you said, oh, well, that's a negative 2 times 4. You could have thought about it like that and say negative 2 times 4 is negative 8, and then bring down the 12. It's the same thing, just a different way of thinking about it. Last. I'll take a hand, guys. We're getting a little sloppy with that. Yeah, Logan.
So technically, by doing it a different way, you can still get the same answer.
Correct. A different way of thinking it, you would get the same answer. You guys are thinking whenever you multiply, Sam the Caveman is in your minds now, and you're like, same good, different bad. And so that negative 2 times the positive 4 gives you a negative 8. You could do it that way. Last step of the pyramid, add or subtract. What is 12 minus 8 whole class? Whole class? 4. Okay, that's the answer. Starting off simple, we'll get more complex as we go. Let's go to B. This time, I'm thinking of GEMDAS, and you probably saw something like this in 5th grade. There is some parentheses. That is grouping. Same thing with P as parentheses, and I'm going to do that first. 3 times 5 is 15. Then we're going to write everything else below it. There's the 60 divided by 15. I'm not going to change up the order of these. Next, I don't have any exponents. Those come later. Multiply and divide. There is something happening. Daniel, what's going on next? Did you have your 15s memorized?
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't, set up the 60 divided by 15. It's okay not to have those. Some people have 15s down, some don't. We're not going to get the answer. We're going to do this step first. I'm going to think in my head, what's close to multiply 15 by that will get it to 60? Just take a random guess. We'll guess and check, Daniel. It's 4. Let's check. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So yeah, the answer is 4. Okay, but we're not done. Bring down the 7. Daniel, what do I have to do last step? You got it. You try 1, 2, and 3 in the next 2 minutes. Go. You guys have this, right? Yeah, just choked on water. Let's do that one. Give me the answer for number 1, please. Aiden, did you get that one? Okay, what's your answer? You got it. Answer for number 2, please. You guys just got mixed up. Here you are. Tessa, what'd you get for 2? Agree with that? Silent yes? Okay, and number 3, let's solve this one. I don't have any grouping. I don't have any exponents. I do have multiplication and division. Which one do I do first? Aiden. Why? Okay, tell me more, Logan.
So when you did that, when you did the GEMDAS,
yeah,
you said MP, which multiplication came first.
I'm gonna give you a curveball. You could have done that. Here's why. When you have division and multiplication in the same problem, you work left to right in the problem. So just like you're reading, I'm not going to start with dividing 10 by 2 because that's the right one. I'm going to first do 6 times 15. I'm reading the problem left to right. If it was like this, 10 divided by 2 minus 6 times 15, I would do division first. It doesn't matter that the m was before the d. It matters left to right. So let's do 6 times 15. Anyone have that? Lauren? I think that's right. Silent yes. Anyone disagree? Silent no. Okay. Hadley, 10 divided by 2. Did you do this one? 5. Okay, and so we just simplified the two multiplication and division problems. Now we go to adding or subtracting. Well, I just have subtraction. What's the answer, Aiden?
85.
Yeah. Circle it. There's your answer. Order of operations with exponents. So this one, you'll notice, has an E here. And I have some more crazy stuff going on. Go up to the pyramid. We're remembering Sam the Caveman. What's the first thing he says, Jackson? Okay, so I'm going to look at the grouping. This is parentheses, but there's a problem. I cannot add 7 plus 2 to the third, just like I see it. I need to simplify those parentheses by doing something. What would I do, Daniel? Why? Yeah, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So I actually have to simplify that exponent first. Even though it's exponents after parentheses, you have to simplify it to get to the next level. Okay, let's work on the parentheses now. That looks simplified. I can add those together. It's 15. And now we write 30 divided by 15 times 6. I have a division and multiplication. Which one do I do first? I have 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands, 5, 6, 7. Cameron. Why? Awesome. Left to right. It doesn't matter that the m was before the d when we did the pyramid. You go left to right. 30 divided by 15 is? Mentally, anyone know that? Cordelia? 2. Bring down the 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay. Do you guys have an A or did I skip that?
I have an A. That's what we just did.
We did A?
Yeah.
Okay. It was kind of messed up on my thing. Okay. Let's do one more. Get ready to cold call. I have 16 plus 5 to the second minus 7 divided by 3. Where are you guys? Yeah, you're in the middle of that page. What do I do first? Hadley. Yeah, and what is the answer for 5 squared, or 5 to the power of 2? Okay. Rewrite it just like this. This is how you're getting full credit on your homework. I'm seeing step by step, not mentally, you doing it to get the answer. Reese, what's my next step?
You subtract 45 minus 7.
And what is that? It's on the board. Yeah. What was that called, Sean? Why did I do 25 minus 7 first? I thought I was supposed to divide first. Yeah, you got it. It's grouping. Okay, so I have 16 plus 18 divided by 3. Well, which one goes next? Tessa. Okay, what's 18 divided by 3, Tessa? Help us out, Aiden.
6.
Okay. Bring down the 16. Add 6 to it. And what's our final answer? Daniel. You got it. I'm okay with partners for you. Try 4 and 5. Check your answers. We're going to skip example 3 for now. Try 4 and 5. Check with your partner. And then you're flipping to bronze, silver, and gold for 10 minutes. The answers aren't in the back, so you need to be talking to your partner to double check their answer. Here's your homework real quick. If you're done with 4 and 5, flip the brown. You check your partner that it looks right. We're going to skip example 3. Which one are you on? We can go, Daniel. Help her out, and if you're still stuck, we'll come back to you. How are we doing, guys? When you finish? Did you want to push up? There's no answers for that one. Just check your partner. Alright, you got 4 more minutes. If you're on bronze, you guys, flip to 5. It's giving us some problems. I'm gonna give you my favorite no. You're gonna catch it. Favorite no means I'm gonna make a blunder on purpose. Raise your hand when you see it. I'm looking for grouping. Don't see it. I'm looking for exponents. I got one. 3 to the second power is 6. Ooh, we got some hands. Logan, what do you catch?
Well, Sean did this too, and well, he got 33, but you're actually supposed to do 3 times 3 instead of 3 times 2.
You got it. And a lot of us made that blunder. It's an awesome blunder to catch. Thanks, Sean, and a few others who made that so we could catch it because it will pop up in 6th grade again. 3 times 3 is 9, not 6. Bring down your 4. Bring down your plus 18. Bring down your minus 9. And I'm looking for multiplication or division. Do I have multiplication, Sean? You got it. 4 times 9 is 36. Add 18. Uh-oh, we're getting some big numbers. I can't do that mentally. Anyone have 36 plus 18? If this is different than your paper, you should be writing it.
I put 8.
Got it. Yeah, fix it. Fix your blunder. Daniel, what is it?
54.
Yeah, that looks right. Okay. And then one last step. 5 and a 4. Daniel, finish it off. 54 minus, yeah, 45 is your answer. Yeah, Lauren. Flip to bronze, please. I'm gonna show you something that I'm already seeing on bronze. Then I'm gonna give you 5 minutes of independent work while I pass out your homework. We'll finish up with some rare birds. Sure, it's Friday. Notice what it says up here. Bronze, solve on a separate paper. There's a reason for that. There is no way that you can fit the excellent work you all just did on notes in this little tiny smidgen of a space. If you don't have scratch paper, I'm okay with you flipping to the back and using blank paper. If you do need lined paper, I have some here. You can pick it up. Yeah. I'll check it, but it's nearly impossible. Like, are you doing it to the side? Are you using the space? Are you going like this?
I did it.
Are you doing that? Okay, I want you to show your work like
I'm not
this.
really doing that.
Correct. So you need to practice showing work because that's how you'll get credit. Okay. If you want to like do this to the side, and you think you have space, you can work on that, I guess. 3, 5 plus.
Do we have to do it on a separate piece?
Yeah. If it says do on separate paper for this, you do. I'll try to tell you and remind you in the future too. You got 3 minutes, and then I'll pass out your homework. Loving the collaboration with group partner work. If you need some help, you can whisper talk. If you don't have a partner next time on Monday, just let me know if you want one. There will be times when we do partner.